On today's episode of Wild Encounters, we will be exploring white Caucasian food, one of the many wonders of the world. To do this, we actually have to travel to North Carolina to meet young Brody, a white Caucasian male interested in Caucasian cuisine. Let's find out more. I'm your host, Wyclef Jane, and this is Wild Encounters. Welcome back. Brody invites us into his home with open arms, shows us around the place a little bit, as well a few of his hobbies. First, the man likes games, bird box being his favorite. Also, the man Brody likes to pour up a nice glass of Cabernet early in the AM. That's a hefty one. But most importantly, our man Brody has a fire drive for cooking. So Brody, do you like to cook?
Like to cook? No, I love it. To me, the whole process is just so rewarding. Putting time and effort into making something delicious, it's a wonderful experience.
How often do you cook?
All the time. I'm always looking to improve my cooking, and getting that feedback from friends and family is very important.
That boy can't cook. Every Thanksgiving, we're eating his food, and it's dry as a fart.
Do you season your food?
Depends on what you mean by seasoned. I don't like to go overboard with it, but say pasta, I'll season that with some Parmesan cheese. Oh, also, does hot sauce count as seasoning?
With cupboards as bare as his forehead, we have to wonder, where's the inspiration from? Where's the fire burning?
Well, most of the culinary skills I've gained are from my favorite establishment, Cracker Barrel.
Boy, Cracker Barrel, it all makes sense now. I tell ya, they've been ruining meals across America. And it just makes sense. The comparison is there. But why? We talked to a 15-year patron of Cracker Barrel to find out more, coming up on Wild Encounters. We're back with the patron, and he's ready to spill the beans. Why has Cracker Barrel been ruining meals?
Well, as much as I like it, I do gotta say they don't put the love that Mama puts into it, if you know what I mean.
Could you elaborate?
Well, you see, it lacks flavor, it lacks character. As good and hopeful as it is, that stuff right there, it'll warm your heart, but it won't tickle your peaches. It'll make you feel good, but it won't make you feel real good. It's lacking some pizzazz.
What do you think's the most important part of seasoning?
Well, around these parts, you don't need much to make good food. Salt and pepper's all fine and dandy, but the real spice of life, that's just some good old-fashioned love right there.
Love? Oi, haven't felt that in a minute. Well, there was that one time with... oh, never mind. But why does it affect the food? Maybe it's the people, not the seasoning.
Love's all you need. It's spicy. It can be hot, sweet, sour. Don't need much more than that, if you ask me.
Well, we did ask you, and you gave us an answer. And I got to say, not the one I was expecting, but it only makes sense. It's not about the spice, nor sauce. It's about the people you season yourself around. And this only makes sense for Brody. He has love for his friends. But no matter how amount of love he has, his food will still not be par. I've been your host, Wyclef Jane, and this has been Wild Encounters. Well, we did ask you, and you gave us inconclusive answers with no background. I tell you, if I could get up and leave this network right now, I would. I'm about sick and tired of having to deal with the people. Look at them. I can't stand them. And the seasoning on this man's food is atrocious. Nobody can tell me otherwise. But thank you for joining us this evening. Even though we didn't learn anything, we still had a good time. I'm your host, Wyclef Jane, and this is Wild Encounters.
Yeah, just take the plate. No, that's just some ranch and shit. You want no shot? Yeah, let's have you
Well, we did ask you, and you gave us an answer. And I gotta say, not the one I was expecting, but it only makes sense. It's not about the spices or bottles of sauce, it's about the people you season around yourself. And that seasoning comes from the heart, the true, the purest. But either way, it's not gonna help Brody's cooking, cause he has no heart, just like me. I've been your host, Wyclef Jane. This has been Wild Encounters.